go, getting ready for the opening tip here between the Clark Summit University defenders at home, representing in their black jerseys for the final game of the season here. They are faced up against Pratt Institute in gray and yellow uniforms. The Pratt Institute Cannoneers are coming into this game only 7-15 on the season. They are going to get the opening tip. That is Cameron Wint with the ball. Starting guard, he feeds the center. Van Trier for a quick 2 there, as the defenders did not pick him up on defense, and an early quick score there for the Cannoneers. Plants now with the ball, gives it off to Houston. Houston looking for Pelkey, no go there, gets it out back to Moore. Moore setting up the offense, gets it over to Pelkey. Pelkey to Moore to Houston, swing around. They get Izquierdo with a wide open mid-range, that won't go. Cannoneers bringing the ball up. Number 2, Jaden Young handling the ball on that possession. Gets it over to Cameron Wint, working the ball around. Good movement so far on this possession by the Cannoneers. They feed number 5, Quinn McCormick, but it's poked away. Courtney Houston bringing the ball up the court for the defenders. Defenders settling into their offensive possession with the 3-2 setup. Moore trying to attack, no go there. Izquierdo in the paint, gets it back out to Moore. Moore thought about it, passes it off to Houston. Houston from 3, that'll just rim out. Rebound that time by Quinn McCormick for the Cannoneers. And another feed in for Van Trier. Van Trier with the first 4 points of the game for the Cannoneers. First 4 points in this game for either team. Moore bringing the ball up. Early 4-0 deficit for the defenders. And a travel is called that time by Moore. Defenders early on have been set up in a 3-2 offensive set with 3 people outside of the arc and Izquierdo and Plants both on the inside working the blocks. Ball inbounded by Van Trier, gets into O'Gorman. Gorman passing the ball up to Young. Cannoneers working the ball around. Ball finds its way into the hands of Cameron Wint, who buries that 3. 7-0 Cannoneers. Defenders looking for an early offensive rhythm here that is absent. They feed it to Plants in the wing. There's a cutting Pelkey whose shot just rims out. Izquierdo passes the ball out. They reset. Pelkey once again. He finds Plants. Plants' layup won't go. Another offensive rebound for the defenders, though. Pelkey from inside. That's blocked. Plants with a rebound, though, finds Izquierdo in the corner. Izquierdo buries that 3. Izquierdo is leading the defenders in his 3-point percentage shooting. He is shooting 41% from beyond the arc this season. And that one is buried. That shot was by number 3 for the Cannoneers, Cameron Wint. And early on I thought we had a timeout. We do not. Just a referee stoppage. In that last offensive possession, I believe the defenders scored 3 different offensive rebounds. So that'll be something to keep track of as we go through this game. Pelkey thought about the 3, instead feeds Izquierdo. Izquierdo finds Plants down low. Plants decides not to shoot it. They're working it around the outside once again. And once again, they find Plants in the middle. No go, but if he finds Moore for the floater from the free throw line, that will go. Cannoneers working the ball through their offense. O'Gorman with a lot of dribbling on this possession. Now they're going to pass it around the outside. Young drove, kicked it out to O'Gorman. O'Gorman trying to work the baseline. That won't go. Now he tries going down the lane. He tried to find McCormick, but it went in and out of his hands. Turnover ball to the defenders. 4 minutes have already passed in this game. We have 16 minutes left in the half. Moore bringing the ball up. Houston gets it back to Moore. Moore setting up the offense. That's off the hands of Izquierdo. Izquierdo was open for that pass, but he wasn't quite able to corral it. We have our first check-in of the game. We have Isaiah Coleman checking in for Izquierdo there. The defenders will run almost a full 10-man rotation, if not more, throughout this game. So be ready for lots of checks in and out. If you're keeping track of your favorite player, I'll try to call them out when they check in. Right there, we had a layup attempt by Jaden Young, won't go. Moore pushing the ball up in transition. He goes for the lay-in, that won't go. O'Gorman with the rebound. O'Gorman shoots from 3, and that is good. 12-5 Cannoneers early in this game. The defenders facing a 7-point deficit. Defenders working the ball around the outside of the three-point line. Moore finds Houston. Houston looking inside to Plants. Plants decides to kick it back out to Moore. Moore with a good-looking three-point shot. Won't go. Isaiah Coleman almost came up with a strong rebound, but in the end it bounced out. We have a few check-ins now. We've got Kelvin Chess checking in along with Latif Mustafa. And here come the Cannoneers. O'Gorman with another three-point attempt. That one won't go. Latif Mustafa with the strong rebound, bringing the ball up as point guard now. Chess gets it back to Mustafa, who feeds Coleman. Tried to find Plants in the post, but it just won't go. Now we have Ashton West checking in for Andrew Pelkey. We also have F.E. Tudes checking in for the Cannoneers. That was on the last check-in. Tudes is the one shooting that three, and he will go. 15-5 early on in this ball game. The Cannoneers have entered this game shooting overall from 30%. Sorry about that. But early on in this game, they are shooting from 75%, 3 for 4. And early on, 3 for 4 from deep for the Cannoneers. On that possession, the ball bounced out of bounds. Cannoneers will once again take over. Cannoneers looking to extend their 10-point lead. O'Gorman looking for the three, won't go, passes it off to Wint, who shoots and buries it. That is the fourth made three of this half so far, early on. Coleman with a tough finish at the rim there. Cannoneers once again pushing the ball up. They found early success from 3. Working the ball around the outside. And that's another wide open 3. That one won't go though. Strong rebound by Isaiah Coleman. Coleman bringing the ball up. Finds Plants. It's knocked away from him. Plants gathers it up though. Gets Ashton. He straddled the out of bounds line there. Nice job staying in, but unfortunately couldn't corral it. And O'Gorman thought about the 3 there in transition. And that's going to be a travel call on Jaden Young. Up until this point, the defenders have been cold to start this game. They're shooting 3 of 11 from the field, including 1 for 4 from 3. Meanwhile, the Cannoneers are 4 for 6 from deep to build this early 11-point lead. Defenders looking for anything offensively to establish a rhythm. That was a 3 there by Ashton West. That won't go. Jaden Young bringing the ball up for the Cannoneers, gets it off to O'Gorman. And that's a steal by West. West looking for the transition bucket, won't go. Mustafa gets the rebound though, he'll reset the floor. West leading the defenders with steals with 24 on the season. That bucket won't go. O'Gorman bringing it up in transition, looking for a drive, won't go, passes it off to Young from deep, and that is another three for the Cannoneers. Timeout called by the defenders. Early on the story of this game, the reason the Cannoneers have built this 14-point lead is they're shooting from three. They have already made 5 3-pointers in this game. Defenders need to find an answer defensively for that, as well as find some offensive rhythm here on the other end of the floor. So far, their leaders, players such as Hunter Plants, Ashton West, Coleman, even Pelkey and Izquierdo, they haven't been able to connect. Izquierdo has the most points with 3. He was able to hit an early 3-pointer from the corner. But other than that, there has not been much offensively for the defenders. Coming out of that timeout, we have a substitution. Zion Bruce will be checking in for Hunter Plants, giving Plants an early rest at this 8-minute mark. 8 minutes passed already. We have 12 minutes left in this first half. Mustafa bringing the ball up the floor. Motioning to West. West on the wing. West driving in. Tough over under. Reverse layup there. (21-9). We had some action down low, but while that was going on, another three by O'Gorman. Already the players who have hit threes would be O'Gorman with 2, Young with 1, and Vint with 2 as well. From the 3-point line on the season, as Coleman is there, fed by Kelvin Chest for a nice layup there. For the Cannoneers, Wint is leading the Cannoneers on the season from 3 with a 37% shooting percentage from 3. There, O'Gorman pulls one in now. Wow! Cannoneers lighting it up from deep. 7 made threes. Ashton West trying to get something going. He pushed the ball up the court in transition, and then eventually he finds a layup there. West trying to provide a spark for the defenders here as they find themselves in an early 27-11 or 13 hole. Ball poked out of bounds by the defenders. Cannoneers retaining possession. 18 seconds left on the shot clock. 14-point deficit halfway through this first half for the defenders. And that was a nice pass in from Van Trier into Makai Davis, who has checked in recently. Davis wasn't able to finish the layup, but he is fouled, sent to the free throw line.
Defender foul on number 31, Ashton West. His first, team first.
Davis is shooting 70% from the line. He sinks his first. And he goes 2 for 2. Once again, defenders pushing the ball up the floor with West. West finds Coleman. Coleman to Chest. Chest to Mustafa. Mustafa to... And that's a corner 3 from Coleman. O'Gorman again takes another 3-point shot and buries another one. O'Gorman 4 for 5 from 3 already in this game. O'Gorman having himself a shooting night as he pushes the ball in transition, gets the floater to go. And early, that will be, I believe, 14 points already for O'Gorman in this game. Defenders not having an answer early on for the starting point guard, senior from New Jersey.
30-second timeout. Call by defenders.
O'Gorman has opened up this game shooting 5 for 6, including 4 for 5 from 3. Defenders will bring the ball up out of this timeout using Alex Moore. Moore looking Houston's way in the corner. Working the ball around, finds Houston, finds Plants in the paint, no go there, gets it back to Houston in the corner. Defenders working the ball around a lot, but not seeming to find a shot they like there. Plants decides to take a contested layup in the paint. He gets the floater to go. Oh no, the defenders left O'Gorman open from three. Both defenders collapse down on Jaden Young. Gorman makes them pay with a wide open three. That's his 5th three-pointer of the game. Bad decision there by Pelkey. He tried to force it into Plants on a double team. Young pushing the ball up in transition, won't go. O'Gorman with the rebound. O'Gorman out to three, guarded by Andrew Pelkey. Cross pass over to... That shot was taken by Jaden Young. I'm sorry, I didn't see who the cross pass was to, but Young took the shot from three. That won't go. Still, thanks to the shooting of O'Gorman, the Cannoneers, as that ball bounces out of bounds on an errant pass to Plants, the Cannoneers are opening up this game, shooting almost 80% from three. They are 9 for 12. That sets them at 75% on the game. O'Gorman himself has opened this game up 5 for 6 from three. He pulls another one. That one won't go. Pelkey corrals the rebound. Moore pushing the ball up the court. Pelkey with the cross pass to Houston. Houston thought about the three. He will take it now. That will rim out. Rebound by Bratcher for the Cannoneers. O'Gorman in the paint. Instead, the ball was found in the hands of Makai Davis, and as he went up, he was fouled by Hunter Plants there.
Defender foul on number 5, Hunter Plants. His first, team second.
Davis makes his first. And he goes 2 for 2 from the line on that possession. Checking in for the Cannoneers, that's Ace Bibbs. West bringing the ball up the court for the defenders. Pelkey finds Plants. Izquierdo cross-court pass to Pelkey. Pelkey finds West, who drives in and tries a tough finish against Van Trier. Won't go, and West will tip the ball out of bounds. No, the refs are saying it's off from the Cannoneers. Houston thought about the three and won't go there. Plants with a tough pass into Houston, though. He finds it. Deep pass in. And that possession won't go for the Cannoneers. The shot attempt was by Cameron Wint. Houston with the drive, floats it up into Izquierdo. Izquierdo finds Pelkey out on the corner. Pelkey driving in with the floater, won't go, but Plants with the attempted finish. That won't go either. Pelkey corrals the rebound, offensive rebound for the defenders. Cross-course pass to West. West buries the three. Nice cross-course pass on that possession by Pelkey. Defenders trying to claw back into this game. They're down 19 points. The current score is 39-20. Wint with the three-point shot. That'll go. Cannoneers shooting 10 for 14 to open up this game from deep. Cannoneers trying to work this possession. Poked away by West, but it'll bounce to Van Trier. Well, Morgan thought about the three, won't go. Van Trier tries a three, that won't go either. West pushing the ball up the floor. Finds Izquierdo. Izquierdo with the three-point shot, won't go. West is on the floor, he may be injured. Cannoneers pushing the ball up in transition. Gorman with a behind-the-back pass. Cannoneers working the offensive set. Went with another three-point shot for the Cannoneers. Cannoneers have blown open this game in the early 15 minutes by shooting this gym, the lights out of this gym. Holy cow. They have opened this game shooting 11 of 16 from three. Defenders trying for an answer. They find Coleman there. They are looking into the face of a 23-point deficit against a team that has opened up this game with one of the hottest shooting stretches I've seen. O'Gorman looking for Bratcher. Bratcher driving in. Bratcher finds McCormick. McCormick's shot won't go there. He's fouled though.
Defender foul on number 20, Ross Adams. His first, team third.
Just to talk about the shooting of the Cannoneers already in this game. They have 45 points. 33 of that 45 has come off from threes. They've only made 12 points that weren't three-point shots. And of that, 4 of those points came from free throws. McCormick goes 1 for 2 from the line. West bringing the ball up. Looks to Pelkey. West thought about the three. Gets it back from Chest. West won't go. O'Gorman bringing the ball up. And that'll be stealed by West. West with the lay-in. Easy bucket in transition. West leading the defenders so far with 9 points. And we have a timeout here called by the Cannoneers, I believe. Up until this point, the defenders just have not been able to find a solution to the offensive explosion that has happened in this opening half by the Cannoneers. Coach Shane looking for an answer for his defenders team. Here in the last game of the season, they're here trying to finish out the season strong, repping in their alternative black jerseys to celebrate the occasion, and instead they were exploded with 46 points in this opening frame of this game. 17 points coming from Patrick O'Gorman for the Cannoneers, shooting 5 for 7 from 3. O'Gorman is the one handling the ball. That shot was by Wendt. Wendt now has 17 of his own. He has gone 5 for 5 from 3. West driving in with the tough finish. He's now in double digit scoring with 11. West, one of the few good things offensively going right for the defenders. O'Gorman passes over to Young. Young trying to cash in on the hot shooting from the Cannoneers. Chess will corral the rebound after the miss. Chess thought about a three in transition, passes it off to Mustafa. Chess finds Coleman, who finds West in the corner, double team there, gets it over to Mustafa across the court. Mustafa tried to draw the foul, that won't go. Neither will his shot. O'Gorman outside the arc, gets it over to Wint. Wint driving in, guarded by Ross Adams and West. Young back to O'Morgan. O'Morgan thought about the three. Gorman working on Ross Adams. He gets it up and over. That won't go though, but it's corralled by McCormick, but it's poked away by Mustafa. Mustafa bringing the ball up in transition. Finds a cutting Adams in transition for the two. Excellent job there by Mustafa to find the cutting Adams. Adams is now guarding McCormick. McCormick gets it out and around to Young, but his shot won't go. Mustafa with the rebound, bringing the ball up the court. 49-28 Cannoneers. Mustafa finds Adams, and Adams gets his second bucket of the game. The defender faithful here, enjoying those big man buckets there by Ross Adams, the Scottish forward. Wint gets it over to Bibbs. Now finds its way to Gorman. Gorman to Young. And we have an offensive foul on Young. Latif Mustafa drawing the shove there. Defenders will be changing their offensive set, it looks like, in this possession. Choosing to go for a 4-out, 1-in possession, which means Ross Adams will be the lone forward down inside the paint. Everyone else spread out across the arc. Trying to find an answer from three. Chess gets that shot blocked away, poked away, I believe, by Wint. Pass inbounded to Coleman. Coleman working into the paint. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Mustafa puts up a tough bucket and draws the and one foul as well. (49-32). 1 minute, 45 seconds left in this half. That'll be a 17-point deficit for the defenders at this point in the game. Mustafa trying to move it to a 16-point deficit. CSU has quietly put together an 8-0 run over the last 2 minutes, closing this gap a little bit. Cannoneers working through their offensive progression. It finds its way into O'Gorman. O'Gorman has been killer from three, but in that possession, Van Trier found a cutting Bibbs for the lay-in. Coleman looking to cash in from three, won't go. And they're going to say that Ashton West jumped from out of bounds going for that loose ball, so that would mean if he did not reestablish himself in the field of play that he is still considered out of bounds as soon as he touches the ball, so possession will go to the Cannoneers. O'Gorman bringing the ball up. Ball almost tipped away from Wint by West. Double teamed there. And they're going to call a travel, I believe. Or was that a foul? It's going to be a foul on Mustafa.
Defender foul on number 2, Latif Musafa. His first team fourth.
Cannoneers find a cutting Jaden Young. That won't go, but Wimp pulls from 3. That's his first miss from deep. Adams with the rebound. They're going to say went through Mustafa and attempt to intercept that pass. So that's going to be another foul on Wint. (51-33) with 40 seconds left in this half. Coleman inbounds to Mustafa. Defenders trying to find a offensive way to finish this first half on a positive note. Coleman passes it across to West. West driving in, and it's stripped away by O'Gorman. O'Gorman looking for a bucket in transition, and it's blocked by Chest. Gorman took a hard fall there at the end, but Chest got all of his shot attempt. 17 seconds left in this half. Shot clock is off. So the Cannoneers will have that much time to try to finish this half off. Gorman taking the ball out to half, trying to set it up so they have the last shot of this half. Working on Chest. Cannoneers working it around to Young. Young thought about a step back 3. That won't go. And that will end the game. West, after the fact, shot 3/4 of the court and swished it, but it definitely does not count. Going into halftime, Cannoneers up 51-33 over the defenders. They are led by the 2 guards, Patrick O'Gorman with 17 on 5 of 8 shooting from 3, and Cameron Wint on 5 of 6 from 3 also has 17 points. The defenders, meanwhile, are led by Ashton West with 11 points on 5 of 9 shooting. Defenders have a lot of answers to try to find in this 15-minute halftime period. We will see you in 15 minutes from now, and we will see what happens in the second half of this first game of this doubleheader. If you didn't know, following this game there will be a Lee's Defender game as well, where the Lee Defenders will take on Cedar Crest. So I hope you'll join us for that game as well. We will see you in 14 minutes.
Straight ministry, beat the devil all on
welcome back to this game featuring the Cannoneers of Pratt Institute and the Defenders of Clark Summit University. This will be the last game for the Defenders, and so they were hoping to send it out with a bang, even repping their alternative black jerseys for this game, but instead, the Cannoneers have entered this game and they have a 51-33 halftime lead. The recap could really be summed up in the names of two players, Patrick O'Gorman and Cameron Wint. They have combined for 10 of 14 from deep to open up this game. Overall, the Cannoneers are shooting 12 of 22 from deep, and that is a huge part of why they have an 18-point lead here at halftime. The Defenders have been able to only find some consistent scoring, mainly by the hands of Ashton West. He has 11 points on 13 minutes in the opening frame. And yeah, we'll go ahead and get this game back rolling. Defenders needing to find some serious answers here, facing this huge 18-point hole. Defenders getting set to have possession first in this game. Izquierdo inbounds to Moore to start us off here. Post pass there from Pelkey into Plants, and it's poked away. Jaden Young is the beneficiary. O'Gorman in transition won't go, but Young with the putback, that also won't go. Rebound corralled by Izquierdo. Moore pushing the ball up in transition, goes for the lay-in, won't go. Van Trier with the rebound. O'Gorman now in transition. These teams running back and forth to start in this early 30 seconds. Izquierdo finds Pelkey from three. He is good. Pelkey has been, although maybe not the best shooter from deep, a consistent and at times his threes have been able to spark this Defender team. So we'll see if that one does the same. Things settling down a little bit now for both teams. Cannoneers working through their offensive set. McCormick looking for Van Trier. Van Trier with the easy lay-in there after a good seal out. Pelkey thought about another three. That won't go. Pelkey now will take this one, and he opens up 2 for 2 from deep.
4 for 3.
Excellent job to open up this game, this half by Pelkey. Van Trier on the wing, gets it over to Young. Young answers with a three of his own. Defenders trying to claw back in this game with threes, but threes were what killed them in the first half by the Cannoneers, and Young is showing exactly why right there. Working the ball around, Pelkey will not go for his third of the half so far. Houston at the three-point line. Pelkey and Houston trading cross-court passes. Pelkey went for the drive, no good. Pelkey will now take his third three, but that won't go. Izquierdo went for the rebound, couldn't get it. Young corralling it. Gets it over to O'Gorman in the corner. O'Gorman finding Went at the top of the key. Went gets over Young with 5 seconds left on a shot clock. O'Gorman needs to put up a shot. Instead, it'll be Young, but he misses everything. And that'll be a shot clock violation on the Cannoneers. Two check-ins now for the Defenders. Latif Mustafa and Ross Adams will check in for Izquierdo and Moore. Pelkey with another three-point shot, won't go. 2 for 4 to open this frame. O'Gorman driving into the elbow area, gets it to Van Trier. Now Young will drive in. He tries to tough finish, won't go. Corralled by Plants. Defenders right now with both big men on the floor, both Ross Adams and Hunter Plants. Mustafa will drive in, tries to find Adams. Ball finds its way back into Mustafa's hands, but he was trapped. He found a way to get it. Plants fed a cutting Houston for the lay-in. 56-41, 15-point deficit for the defenders. McCormick looking for the tough lay-in, won't go, but they're going to call a foul on Plants.
Defender foul on number 5, Hunter Plants.
Latif Mustafa with the 3 there, won't go. Gorman bringing the ball up. Young feeds it to McCormick. McCormick working on Hunter Plants. He tried to find Van Trier, but Adams with the rebound gets to Pelkey. Pelkey was not able to sink the layup in transition. Plants feeds Pelkey. Pelkey in the corner, no good. Cannoneers showing some energetic defense there. They get Pelkey now on the corner. He banks a 3 in from the corner. You don't see that very often. It might have actually been tipped on the closeout, but lucky bounce there for the defenders. 57-44 with 15 minutes left to play. That shot won't go. Mustafa feeds Pelkey. Pelkey gets it to Houston in the corner. Houston driving, gets it to Adams. Mustafa settling things down. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Pelkey tried feeding it to Houston, but Houston moved, and that ball will bounce out of bounds. In for check-ins, we have Ashton West and Kelvin Chest for the defenders. We also have F.A. Tudes for the Cannoneers, and I believe we have someone else. I'll call it if I can see it. We have Bibbs. Ace Bibbs checking in as well. Van Trier handling the ball right at the moment. For the Cannoneers, we get an O'Gorman 3. He was killer from beyond the arc in the first half, going 5 of 8. That one won't go, though. Mustafa tried to feed Plants, but his pass was too high. It'll go out of bounds. Possession will reset back to the Cannoneers. In we have Isaiah Coleman checking in for Ross Adams. Defenders still down by 13. They have had some success in this half so far. They're, I believe, on a 11-6 run to start this frame, so they've been able to gain 5 points in the point differential. Wint pulls up a mid-range, but that won't go. Mustafa pushing the ball up the floor. He stops it, gets it to Chest. Chest with a step-back 3. That one looks good, and it is good. Defenders opening up this frame, shooting 4 for 7 from 3, something that was sorely missing in the first half after they went 2 for 13 from beyond the arc. Wint driving into the free throw area. O'Gorman now with the ball. O'Gorman working on Chest, gets it over to Ace Bibbs. Bibbs buries the 3. Defenders have opened up this half shooting better, but the Cannoneers continue to answer them shot for shot in this frame. Chest, once again, pulling from three, won't go, rims out. O'Gorman with the long pass up to Makai Davis. And now things will reset with O'Gorman at the top of the key. Gorman spins, that drive won't go, but instead he finds Makai Davis on the wing. Davis's three won't go. Mustafa bringing the ball up. The defenders have been looking for three-point shots. That one wasn't. It was a mid-range by Coleman. Both Cannoneers went for the rebound that time. And I believe they both, they tipped out on the Cannoneers, so defenders will be the beneficiary of that play. Coleman receives the inbound. He feeds a cutting West. Wesleyan is just too hard. Chest with the rebound, and then Plants with a rebound. Plants with an and one finish. Tough finish through the contact. Plants has been a solid free throw shooter so far in this season. He's been shooting 72% from the line.
Foul on number one, Patrick O'Gorman. His first team first.
The three-point play is good. In we have Jaden Young checking in for the Cannoneers. Defender faithful trying to spur on their team for a comeback, and Mustafa with the steal and the bucket in transition. Defenders building a 5-0 run here, and they are now clawed back. This is only an 8-point game. The Cannoneers, who in the first half shot 12 of 22 from three, including 10 of 14 from O'Gorman and Wind, have only gone 2 for 5 from three here in this second half. Meanwhile, the defenders have opened up in this first 8 minutes of this half, shooting 4 of 8 from deep, and that has helped them claw back from an 18-point deficit to an 8-point deficit. The hard part with this is they're going to have to continue to fight to close this gap. And it's really hard to finish a comeback of this size. It would be a special win for the defenders if they were able to pull this off in this second half. But with 12 minutes left, they're going to have to continue to fight, and then they're going to have to finish this game. Sometimes the finishing is the hard part in these comebacks. Defenders coming out in a form of press, trying to capitalize on their recent momentum. Defenders playing straight up. Kelvin Chest is guarding O'Gorman. Ball poked away by West from Bratcher. He was able to corral it. Young with the pull through and shot won't go. West pushing it forward with the Euro, won't go. Offensive foul called on West as well. West had Chest down in transition, but wasn't able to get a clear passing lane to get him the ball, so he decided to take it. And the Cannoneers did an excellent job of drawing that offensive foul off from his attempt. O'Gorman looking to stem the defender recent run and momentum. O'Gorman working on Mustafa now. And he is blocked by Mustafa. Ball careens to West. West is able to find Chess this time, but Chess lay-in won't go. West now with the rebound, resetting things. 15 on the shot clock. Finds Coleman in the elbow. Mustafa gets it to West. West from 3. That is good. 5-point game. 60 to 55 Defenders. Defenders outscoring the Cannoneers 22 to 9 in this second half. Cannoneers frantically trying to stem this recent momentum by the Defenders. O'Gorman driving the baseline. And that ball will go out of bounds. They're going to say it tipped off of Defenders. 13 seconds left on the shot clock for the Cannoneers to work with. Gorman working on Chest. Gorman find a pick and rolling McCormick there. Now West driving it in transition. He answers that bucket with his own. Defenders keeping this game within reach. It's still only a 5-point deficit. And they're going to call an offensive foul on McCormick. Momentum riding high with the Defenders. Defender faithful here in Huckabee Gymnasium are getting loud as they love this comeback that they are seeing from their Defender team. Again, the Defenders, after being outscored by 18 in the first half, have outscored the Cannoneers by 13 to start this frame. Defenders shooting 5 of 9 from 3 in the second half. Meanwhile, the Cannoneers have only shot 27% from the floor, including 2 for 5 from 3. Something to also keep in mind through this game, we have seen a number of times the Defenders able to continue possessions due to offensive rebounds. They are out-rebounding the Cannoneers 31 to 19, including 10 to 3 on the offensive glass. They also have had huge production from their bench players. Their bench has attributed 34 points to this game. Meanwhile, the Cannoneers have mainly been getting production from their starters, only 12 points off the bench. Defenders looking to close this gap to even closer than 5 points. Mustafa feeding Plants. Plants gets it out to Coleman. Coleman to West. West feeds Plants. Plants gets it back out to Chest. Chest with the drive and can't finish. O'Gorman guarded by West on this possession. West fighting over the screen. Stops the O'Gorman drive, pokes it away from O'Gorman. McCormick comes up with it. O'Gorman creating the space and sinking the mid-range jump shot. 7-point lead for the Cannoneers, 64-57. Coleman with his own mid-range, that will go. 64-59, 9 minutes left to play. Wint pulling a 3 from the corner, that will go. 8-point lead for the Cannoneers. Defenders pushing the ball up in transition. West gets his own rebound and finishes with a bucket. And that pass was stealed by Coleman. Defenders swinging the ball out. Chess from three. That'll go 64-67. Defenders down by 3 after being down by 18 to start this second half. When Gorman thought about the deep three, won't decide against it. Young with the ball now. Young working on Mustafa. Finds Van Trier. Van Trier wraps it around to McCormick. McCormick finishes through the contact for the and one bucket.
Foul on number 5 on the points. His third, team third.
McCormick in this game has gone 2 for 4 from the line, and he makes it 3 for 5, completing the 3-point play. He will check out. Checks in F.A. Tudes. Defenders working the ball around the 3-point line. Chess thought about the 3, won't go. West in with the drive, that won't go. And there's a foul on the floor on the Cannoneers. So the defenders will get a fresh 20 seconds on the shot clock. 8 minutes left to play, 6-point game. Defenders 64, Cannoneers 70. Mustafa with the drive and the finish. 66-70 in favor of the Cannoneers. Once again, at the start of this half, the Cannoneers were up 51-33, an 18-point lead, and the defenders have closed it all the way down to the current score of 70-66. And yes, you did just see Latif Mustafa hurdle over Van Trier. I'm surprised they didn't call a foul on it, but no good. And that is going to be a foul on the 3-point make by Kelvin Chest. They're to a 6-point lead. And now is a 3-point lead with a chance to be a 2-point lead for the Cannoneers. Defenders trying to close it down. Chest leaves it short, no good. O'Gorman bringing the ball up. 72-69, 7 minutes, 20 seconds left. O'Gorman pulls a 3, it rattles out. Coleman pushing the ball up. He has Chest in the corner. Chest, that won't go, but Adams with the tip-in. 1-point game for the defenders. Defender crowd, the defender student section is loving this comeback. They are on their feet here at Huckabee Gymnasium. O'Gorman working on Coleman. He finds Van Trier. Van Trier's lay-in won't go. Chance for the defenders to take the lead. He passes to Mustafa. Mustafa with the and one, and he gives him the too small. Defenders have closed this all the way back, and now they have the lead, 73-72, with 6 minutes, 45 seconds left in this game. They have outscored the Cannoneers in this frame, 40-21. And with that timeout called by the Cannoneers, the fans show their appreciation for the heart and tenacity that this defender team has shown tonight on their last game of the season. What a comeback in the second half. A huge reason for it has been the shooting of Calvin Chest from 3. He is now 3 for 6 from 3. Overall, the defenders have been shooting 58% from deep in this second half, going 7 of 12. They are shooting 53% from the floor, 16 of 30. Once again, offensive rebounds and defensive presence being key. They have 7 steals in this game, along with 2 blocks. have to focus on closing out this comeback. They have the momentum, they have the rhythm right now. But they only have a 1-point lead because they had to fight so far back. Now they have to be careful, keep their energy up to close out this game over the final 7 minutes. Mustafa is not able to make it, but an offensive rebound by Coleman. Coleman with the turnaround, that won't go. McCormick with the defensive rebound. Still a 1-point lead for the defenders. O'Gorman looking for the drive, won't go, passes it off to Young. O'Gorman on the wing working on chest, feeds McCormick in the post. And a jump ball is called. Possession will stay with the Cannoneers, but good defensive effort that time by Adams and Chest. Ball fed into Van Trier, gets it to Young. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. O'Gorman with the drive, won't go, but it tipped off the rim. McCormick with the offensive rebound. Fresh 20 for the Cannoneers. O'Gorman working into the paint. Steps through to find McCormick. McCormick gets it to Van Trier. Young now with the drive. Puts it up, won't go. McCormick with the rebound. And he misses the easy lay-in. Adams collects the rebound that time to give the defenders the possession. West with the 3, and that opens a 4-point lead. Cannoneers have gone seriously cold here in this second half, shooting 33% from the floor. Wint finds O'Gorman. O'Gorman looking for the 3, won't find it. McCormick with the ball at the top of the key. Young with the drive and the block that gets the defender faithful out of their seats. Wint with the running 3 from the corner. Excellent shot that time. 1-point lead for the defenders. Chest with the ball, gives it to Mustafa from the top of the key. Mustafa cashing in. 9 of 14 for the defenders from 3. O'Gorman looking to cash in one of his own. He does. Now we've got haymakers going back and forth with these two teams. In this half, though, we have had 46 points from the defenders. After only scoring 33 in the opening frame, they have exceeded that by 13, and there is still 4 minutes left to play in this half. They have been able to claw back from an opening 18-point deficit. At one point, I believe this deficit in the first half was larger than 20, and they have been able to fight back. They found a 3-point rhythm in this second half. They're shooting 64% from deep in this second half. And now they're holding on to a 1-point lead, having to fight to close this one out. 5 minutes left in this game, 4 minutes and 50 seconds to be exact. After going 5 for 8 from deep in the first half, has gone 3 for 10 in the second half. He was a huge reason for why they built that early lead in the first half, and unfortunately he has not found his same rhythm in the second half. Still, there's 4 minutes, 40 seconds left to play. Plenty of time for either team to pull this win out. Mustafa feeds Coleman in the paint. Coleman with the mid-range jumper from the elbow. That will go. 3-point lead for the defenders. Wentz with the ball at the top of the key. McCormick now. Wint finds McCormick cutting. That ball was blocked by Plants, and it tips off McCormick, and ball goes to the defenders. Mustafa beating O'Gorman, going in for the drive. That won't go. Long pass, it's tipped away from O'Gorman, but he corrals it, and he's able to finish the bucket in transition. One-point lead once again for the defenders. West working on Bibbs. And a foul is called on West. Or, excuse me, on the shot against West. West will be going to the free throw line. West shooting 70% from the free throw line on the season. Big free throws here for him, looking to extend the defender lead. With that foul, the defenders are also in the bonus, I believe. There are 6 fouls for the Cannoneers in this half. West goes 1 for 2. Ball almost tipped out of bounds. Bibbs bringing it up the floor. Guarded by Coleman. McCormick guarded by Plants. Working on Plants, and it's stripped away by Mustafa. Excellent defensive play there. Mustafa calming things down for a solid offensive possession for the defenders. West controlling things now at the top. Working some star steps. Finds Coleman in the corner. Ball is stripped away momentarily, gathered by Mustafa. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Mustafa with the drive, won't go. And a foul, offensive foul called on Hunter Plants. Two minutes, 50 seconds in this tight contest that was not nearly this tight when this half started. O'Gorman bringing the ball up the floor. O'Gorman finds Van Trier to Young. Young from 3 in the corner, that will rim out. Plants with the rebound, but he was bumped, and that'll be a foul. That will definitely put the defenders in the bonus, as Plants will go for a one-on-one on the opposite end of the court. Plants with a chance to extend this lead to 3 or even 4 points with these free throws. Plants, though, is sitting at 4 fouls, so he has no fouls left to give in this game. Plants makes his first. And Plants goes 2 for 2. 4-point lead, 84-80 with 150 seconds left to play. Defenders at one point were down by 18 to start this half. They are now up by 4. Young with the 3. He was not set when he shot that, and Mustafa is the beneficiary of the rebound off his miss. Mustafa setting up the offensive possession. Defenders with a chance to extend this lead to a 2-possession lead. Mustafa working on Young. With the drive, feeds Plants. Plants with the reverse layup, no good. Coleman from deep though. He sunk that 3 with 1 second left on the shot clock. 7-point lead for the defenders. 90 seconds left to play. Bibbs driving in. He won't go. Plants with the rebound. This fan base is starting to believe here at Huckabee Gymnasium tonight. Defenders looking to close out their season with a win. Despite not making the playoffs, they could end with a huge positive note here. An 18-point comeback. Foul on Bibbs there. West will go to the free throw line. West will miss his first of a 1-1. Rebound goes to the Cannoneers. O'Gorman looking to spark their own sudden comeback with a 3, won't go. Coleman is then fouled. Coleman going to the line for a 1-and-1. The heart and tenacity and stubbornness shown by this defender team has been phenomenal to see tonight. They came into this game. This game did not have any significant postseason meaning to them. It was purely for pride, and they have come in to the second half after going down 18. And they now have the lead with 60 seconds left to play, and it is a 7-point lead. Win pulls from 3 from deep. Coleman corrals the rebound. Coleman will once again go to the free throw line as the Cannoneers are going for their fouls. An attempt to try and claw back into this game in the final 57 seconds, but for now, it's going to be a series of free throws for the defenders. For the defenders, they have been led in points by Ashton West. He has 20 on the night. Isaiah Coleman is the next highest scorer. He's shooting right now. He has 14. Latif Mustafa has 12 on 5 of 10 shooting. And Kelvin Chest has 11, going 3 for 6 from deep. Also, to spark this all, in the second half, Andrew Pelkey went 2 for 2 to open the second half from deep. So shout out to him as well. Went with the 3 there. That'll go. Timeout called by the Cannoneers, trying to see if they can claw something back at down 6 with 45 seconds left. The defenders are in the double bonus now, so every foul will give them 2 free throw shots. So for the players on the court, you're going to want to be locked into your free throw shots and try not to let the pressure of the moment, the last game of the season, a chance to end with a good taste in your mouth. You can't let this slip away by missing your free throws. Second half, the defenders have scored 56 points on on 20 of 37 field goal shooting and 10 of 15 from deep. That's 67% from deep in the second half. However, they have been struggling so far to make their free throws. They've only gone 6 for 11 from the charity stripe in the second half, so let's see if they can close it out from that very location. Plants to inbound on this play. Once again, 47.3 seconds left in this game. Plants feeds Chest. Chest looking for a foul through the trap. Coleman with the hard foul. He tried to get ahead to West, but Coleman will go to the free throw line. They were able to burn 6 seconds off the clock, 41 seconds left. It was a good trap attempt in the corner on Chest by the Cannoneers, but he was able to find Coleman moving up the court, and now Coleman has a chance for 2 from the line. Coleman, no good there, 0 for 2. Young bringing the ball up the court for the Cannoneers. He pulls from 2. His foot was on the line. Rebound by the Cannoneers. They find Wynn in the corner. He rims off the back iron. Chest gets the strong rebound, and now it will be his turn from the free throw line. 25 seconds left. Chest with a chance to put the defenders into the 90s scoring column. That'll be the first time they go into the 90s. In fact, I'm looking at the score sheets now from their games. They have only been in the 80s once, and it was a week ago, I think, when their overtime loss to Valley Forge right here at Huckabee Gymnasium. So this has been one of their, ironically, best offensive games, in huge part because of an explosion in the second half. With that shot, they are now 90 points, the first time this season they've reached that mark. Cannoneers trying to get anything to go. Coleman gets it up to West. There will be another foul by Wynn, but with 10 seconds left, a 7-point lead, this game is all but over. Officially for this game, that was Wynn's 5th foul, for those who want to know. So he will officially foul out with 10 seconds left. But he played his heart out. He led the Cannoneers with 26 points, 9 of 15 shooting, including 8 of 11 from 3. But unfortunately for the Cannoneers, that effort wasn't quite enough. Cannoneers pull down the rebound. We'll probably be able to get one more shot off for morality's sake. It won't go. And this game will be over. The defenders with an 18-point comeback. It was probably larger, but it was an 18-point deficit to start the second half. And instead, they come back to win 90-83, outscoring the Cannoneers 57-32 in the second half. We thank you for joining us for this basketball game. I hope you'll stay tuned for the next game as the Clark Summit University Lady Defenders take on Cedar Crest.